Hey guys, in today's video, I wanted to talk about why you should strive to be tough in life, especially so that you can better handle situations like we're all currently going through with these coronavirus quarantines where things are incredibly uncertain and we've lost a decent amount of freedoms for the time being. It's good to be tough so you'll be able to handle stuff like this whenever life throws them your way, because that will happen quite a lot throughout our lives. But also, just in general, being tougher is a great life skill. It allows you to be more confident, for one, and kind of have an underlying level of calmness, knowing that you'll be able to handle anything that life throws your way. So, how do you become tougher? The first thing is learning how to ground yourself, which you can either do through meditation or just feeling your body more throughout the day. And that means literally just focusing on your breath, breathing through your diaphragm, or feeling your feet touching the ground and kind of grounding yourself to the earth. That will help you big time in toughening yourself up. And the second thing, which is very important and kind of obvious, is just working on getting stronger physically. Go to the gym, work out, do cardio so that you have endurance, those sorts of things, so that you can prepare yourself to handle any physical altercation that you never know if you could get into one. And if you want to be able to protect yourself or your loved ones, it's good to be in great shape so that you can handle yourself in those situations. And then the third thing is just learning how to defend yourself via martial arts like MMA or jiu-jitsu, or learning how to use guns, firearms. Those are very important methods of self-protection, and I encourage everyone to learn how to use them and to learn how to train so that you can protect yourself. And especially for women, because, I mean, let's face it, men have a whole heck of a lot of upper body strength that women don't have access to. Just one of those things that I'm being very non-politically correct here, but it's the truth. Women in general are not going to win in a physical altercation with even an average guy who doesn't work out. It's like a silverback gorilla male fighting a female silverback. The male's going to win 99% of the time unless something absolutely crazy happens. Just one of those things. So for women, learning how to use firearms is incredibly important. I mean, I know in the future when I have a family, I'm definitely going to make sure my wife, and if I have a daughter, I'm going to make sure that when she's of the right age, she learns how to protect herself with a firearm. Because that's just the only way that I'll know that they'll be incredibly safe wherever they go. So it comes down to that. Like, being tough is about knowing that you can handle any situation, even dangerous ones where, I mean, let's face it, there are a lot of people out there who aren't that great, who don't have good intentions and who want to get something from you. And the only way you can stop them is knowing how to protect yourself, or being in good enough shape to run away if you can. So it's just one of those things. I mean, a lot of people like to think that the world is a nice and safe place, and out here in the West it generally is, but if you travel a lot, you may end up going to a place that's not quite as safe, and it's important that you know how to handle yourself in those areas. One joke I like to make with my friends is regarding toughness. Relates to the French. As we all know, in modern history, the French don't exactly have a track record of toughness, as they've been prone to wave the white flag and give in. And that's the thing that I don't really agree with at all is, I mean, whenever you're giving up like that, you're putting your women and children at risk. And that's something that I can't stand by, as in times of war, giving up and allowing the enemy soldiers to kind of do whatever they want is the recipe for disaster. You want to be able to protect your women and children, because enemy soldiers usually are not going to be all that friendly, especially in the case of World War II, the Russians, who did some really bad things when they broke into Germany, into Berlin. So yeah, learning how to be tough is important. You want to be able to defend yourself and your loved ones and kind of help bad things not befall them if you can, whenever you're with them. And you want to give them the skill sets needed so that they can handle themselves wherever they go. Don't shy away from it. Don't ignore it. Don't act like there aren't bad people out there. It's one of the worst things you can do. I mean, I'm not saying to be paranoid either. It's just, it's good to know that things could happen when you're out and about. It's good to be tough. That's the whole point of this. I mean, be tough, work on yourself, learn about what could happen out there and how you can handle yourself in those situations, and get to the point where you've got that confidence that you know that you can handle anything that life throws at you. So I hope this helps, and hope you have a great rest of the day, and I hope that you're staying strong out there, guys. These are tough times, but as they say, tough times create tough people, and I hope that you'll be one of them. Arrivederci.